Necesitamos estampillas que cambien.
Close enough.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Violent people.
Radio.
No.
You guys know about that?
Nope. I don't know about that. I don't want to know about that. Hey there, folks. Welcome to Violent People Radio, episode 67. I am one of your hosts, Sam Damasio. With me, per usual, Pat. Pat, how we doing?
Doing good. Also with me is a 5-month-old kitten. Longtime listeners of the show will remember that this kitten was also here last week. He goes to his forever home on Thursday, so this will be his final appearance in the Violent People Dome.
Honestly, as far as their lifespan, like they've been listening then for a percentage of their life far more than most people could ever wish to. So, good on that kid. Good on that kid. And Chris, how you doing?
I think sports are stupid.
What's going on?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hell yeah.
I wish I watched wrestling this week instead of watching this for the last 2 hours.
I mean, it's still early going. Toronto and Boston are only 1-1. Unless that's changed in like the 5 minutes since I looked.
Hell yeah. Anyway, Dan, everything's good with Cleveland sports, right?
I mean, as it comes to against Detroit, yeah, we're doing pretty well right now. I thought you were wrong about the episode number until I realized that we titled last week all the Conjuring films ranked. No
Yeah.
number.
Yeah. No
Because I scrolled through real fast and I saw 65 is the last one I see here.
And just for clarity, it did not help the SEL on that one.
Damn.
Oof.
So
Yet.
So The Conjuring is officially washed.
but people listen to the episode, so that means people really like us. Really, really like us. So that's really important. All right, that's everyone's been introed. You're all here. Thank you for joining us. Let's
We're
hop
gonna
into
get
the
into
big
it.
top.
I thought we were gonna get right in the ranking the Conjuring films.
Can women abuse too? Dan?
They definitely can. You should never post about it.
Wait, what?
I think you should keep that. I think you should
Sorry.
keep that. I think you should tell. You can tell your family. You can tell police if you need to. Bottle it up though. Got to stay cool on Twitter.
All right, no, I hear you. I
Yeah.
think that covers the big top. So Dan, what wrestling were you watching this week? I heard you watched a lot.
Speaking of Masha Slamovich, I watched a little bit of Jersey Championship Wrestling because I was told it's basically a 2-horse race between JCW and St. Louis Anarchy. And
I'm gonna tell you right now, one of them's coming ahead right now. One of them's coming ahead.
well, I gotta tell you, one of them is what I watched and one I didn't. So right now, from
Damn.
my point of view, JCW, I watched 2 matches from them from their JCW The Knockout. This took place 2 days ago, live on YouTube, which is we're recording early. Okay, like 2 days ago. Yeah, that's Sunday. That's fine, I guess. I watched Violence is Forever versus Isaiah Broner and O'Shea Edwards, and Thomas Shire versus Matt Mako.
Same. Let's talk.
They were
about
both really freaking good. I'm fully after just slandering him for like 8 months straight. I guess I'm fully back on the Dom train.
it. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I guess he woke back up, and then I haven't seen as much Broner as you, thankfully. But I liked him in Edwards. I was like, maybe he just needs to be in a tag team where he can take a little breather.
Oh no, it's a fun team. It's fun. I feel like, I will say halfway through this match, it seemed like no one knew what the fuck they were doing.
Oh, but I liked
Like
it.
you're
There's so many
underselling that.
spots that don't make sense, and like there's throws that aren't like they're not really wrestling moves. It's like Edwards just picks one of the Violence Forever guys up and just drops him because he seems like he forgot what he's supposed to do next. But that rules.
Oh, I'm more talking like I think O'Shea Edwards is supposed to be going for a lariat, and like Dom's already on his back before he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
there. And
There
it's
was a
just
little
like,
bit of that.
what are we doing, guys? Let's
Yeah.
get on the same page just a little bit.
I'm
Let's
not
make a
calling
little
this-
contact.
I'm not trying to call this one of the better matches of the year or anything. I just thought it was really fun, and it
Yeah.
continues my love of Dom and Ku being reunited. And then Thomas Shire versus Matt Mako. This is the second Matt Mako match in a row that I've watched that I liked, and that's not always the way that goes. Actually, probably like third in a row I've watched. So I am usually pretty hit and miss on him, but Thomas Shire rules. I like the spot on the outside where
Yes.
Thomas is sitting on the chair and Matt runs like all the way to the back and then runs all the way back to do like a flip dive onto him, but Shire just gets up and moves, and so Mako eats shit, but the arena's lit so poorly that he eats shit and then he's just gone. He just rolls into the darkness.
You know,
And that was awesome.
when you see that, you're like, oh, people don't do that nearly enough. Like,
Just get up and move.
yeah, they either like counter it with a move, and I'm like, who cares about that? Or the person just actually hits it, and that's not fun. No one cares about that. But Shire just moves, and Mako is going full steam and dives into the abyss.
Shire gets up and he does the little point to his head thing. He's smart. I think would have been good in any era is like the most overused thing ever. Like I think normally people are completely wrong. Like Eddie Kingston, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, would have fucking burned out in the 80s, wouldn't have worked. Thomas Shire, any era. That's as far as I've gotten that show, and that's probably good, but it's just some stuff coming up that's got me a little worried. But right now, show of the year contender. I also watched the WWE Vault put out the Marty Jannetty versus Eddie Guerrero match from Enter Sandman that was taken off the DVD. That match was originally supposed to be Marty Jannetty versus Chris Benoit, but Chris Benoit had to miss the show due to family reasons. And there you go.
What? Huh.
It was fine. It was like 6 minutes, and every time I revisit any of the Eddie Guerrero in ECW stuff, it's like, oh, Eddie, better hope I don't watch too much of this before the GWE. It's like 6 minutes long. It's nothing. It definitely would have been better if it was Marty versus Benoit. But yeah, don't go out of your way to watch that. I wish I would have watched. There's like a random like 6-man tag from Japan, which is like Kane, Taker, and Ray versus Eddie, Angle, and Edge, which I didn't get to watch, but it looked really stupid. I would rather watch that, I think. I watched Damus versus how do you say it? Is it Tonelli?
Denali.
There you go, Tonali. This was really fucking
Not
fun.
Tonali.
It's not. It wasn't what I wanted per se, but like, I had fun watching it. But I definitely didn't have a percentage of fun that Damus had wrestling it. So like, he was having a blast. He was working Tonali's hair. Like instead of like doing a shoulder wrench, he was doing like a hair wrench, and just being silly. And it was great. Definitely worth watching. And I might need your help on this, guys. I watched Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
And you said match of the year.
Well, no, not that's not the match of the year. But I will say,
Okay, sorry.
you're
Got ahead of
spoiling
myself.
my next match. But I will say, I really liked it. But it seems like people don't. Can someone explain what is everyone upset about? Because they've got a 2.28 on Cage Match. I haven't read any of these reviews yet.
Are you caught up on like politics? Period.
Oh, is that really the whole reason? They're like, oh, we should have good
I
guy
think
John
people
Cena
just
do it
thought
because John
it was
Cena's like
boring.
not problematic. His best friend's Vince McMahon. He seems like a really good guy.
Vince McMahon's more like a father figure to him.
Oh, okay. But that's way
His,
better.
his father, another wrestling promoter.
But
Never gets the
this,
rub. What's up with that?
I mean,
You know,
this
You think it's
match.
weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Why? Like you would think being John Cena's
Give him the rub.
dad would be something.
Anyway. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like their old match, like the old SummerSlam match, whatever year that was. But like, it's really fucking cool. It's like a big squash. Lesnar looks awesome. I think Lesnar, not the greatest wrestler of all time, but maybe the greatest like athletic abilities for a wrestler of all time.
I think your exact words were he's the greatest Minnesota Viking of all time.
Oh, I thought you said greatest man of all time. And I was like, well, that's a different thing. I said that off air.
No, you said that was Conor McGregor.
I said it's a 2-horse race.
Sorry, I should have quoted you more accurately.
Yeah, please write down what I say if you're gonna quote it. But yeah, just the fucking squash and like John Cena's retiring. I don't understand any of the vitriol, but it's also WWE. I can't get worked up one way or the other. Not quite match of the year, though. Lesnar went way up on my VP 100 rankings. I'll tell you that. Match of the year that I was talking about is Mystico versus MJF. I fucking adored this. Maybe Mystico's best performance ever. The bleeding, the selling, all of his spots like look so good, so crisp. Like, but just the selling, like they had me believing for like that Mystico was gonna lose. Like I know he's not gonna lose, but I was like, holy fuck! What if Tony Khan gave them $1 billion? Why wouldn't they put it on last? Why wouldn't they put up MJF's hair? And then I've seen some claims about MJF, but I like it because he's just like he's not like sometimes in these bloody brawls, like where the bloody, underdog babyface matches, you want the heel to be a killer, but that's not really MJF's role. He's just a piece of shit, and he probably overdoes it, but like I think it's the perfect amount of him being a piece of shit and him attacking and him cheating and all these various ways. And I popped as big as the crowd when Mystico finally won, and yeah, I think it's probably my match of the year, and I think Mystico maybe wrestler of the year. I don't know. I'm just fucking riding high from this match. I was like, oh, wrestling can be good. So let's get Mystico versus Brock Lesnar.
I don't know about that.
Those are my matches. That's all I watched.
Wow.
It's tough when we do Thursday to Tuesday. I don't watch wrestling on weekends really, so it's like, what do I watch all Monday and a little bit Tuesday?
For me, it's always tricky because I have like one day off a week, and this week it's Thursday, so I'm like, well, there goes my opportunity to watch wrestling for this show. But maybe I'll have a whole bunch of stuff watched for next week.
Did anyone else see Mystico versus MJF?
Not yet.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean absolutely?
Well, I didn't know it was going to be your match of the year.
I didn't know. That's the way it works. I didn't know. I didn't have it like anyway, locked in.
Tim's out here putting out propaganda on his podcast, saying like, people have forgotten he's one of the best in the world at wrestling.
Who?
Folks.
MJF.
No, I think I'm about Mystico. No.
No.
Is he talking about this match?
Mexican? Come on. That's not.
Is he talking about this match or the Mark Briscoe match?
Mark Briscoe match.
Oh, okay. I was getting heated. I was like, if you watch this match and you're like, MJF's the better of these two wrestlers, I don't know what the fuck you're watching. All right.
That was it, huh? Got 4 matches in. Feeling good about yourself?
That was more than 4.
Was it 6?
It was 6. And earlier today I had 4, so I fit in 2 more for you.
I appreciate that. Pat, did you say you watched no wrestling? Has that been confirmed?
Watched one match.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I found the time because I saw. Are you guys familiar with the little show called Monday Night Raw? It's on Netflix now.
Long-running show. TV history.
Yes, and I found a YouTube channel that had some of the matches because I saw a match that intrigued me because I just wanted to see what it would be like in 2025. That is Rhea Ripley versus Asuka, which I guess was the main event of the show. I have not actually researched to find out whether or not this is true. And I thought, well, that could be good. Asuka carries herself like a star. She's insanely charismatic no matter what she's doing. Rhea Ripley, not as charismatic, but she still has the same ability to, work the camera in a way that, exudes star quality. So, of course, you have 2 great entrances, and then you have a pretty fucking bad match. I'm pretty much saying this just to bait Tim, but watching this match, I realized that Rhea Ripley is trying to wrestle like Takeshita. And she's not very good at it, but it's so obvious that she's trying to do the exact same thing where so much of her stuff is built around like sudden explosive counters and hitting huge power moves out of nowhere. And she's just not great at it. Asuka, I haven't seen her in a few years. I think she's lost a step. She's still charismatic, but the body can only extend itself so far. I was really shocked to find that Kairi Sane has apparently suffered a traumatic brain injury, because that's pretty much the only explanation I can find for how bad she was at everything she was doing. I came away really unimpressed by this. And then the Ripley wins. Asuka mists her with like a gallon of green mist. She basically hosed Rhea Ripley down until Rhea was in slightly offensive green face. And then
Offensive
Io
to whom?
Sky. Serpents.
Okay.
Shrek.
But Io Sky ran out to try and save Rhea, and there was a big turn where Asuka and turns on Io, does a back fist, and bullies Kairi into also turning on Io. Where if you thought AJ Lee's like windmill punches were bad, like apparently she's been teaching Kairi Sane how to do it. But I looked at the reactions to this, because that was the interesting part. Sagar Mishra says, at WWE, oof, that finish is going to spark debates for weeks. Did WWE just undermine two of their top stars? Which I assume he means because Asuka and Kairi Sane beat up Io and Rhea Ripley, but I don't know. NCR Veteran Gaming says, at WWE, instead of blaming Kairi, maybe try slipping her the number of a women's shelter.
Huh?
AB says, at WWE, I'm sorry, but Rhea and Io did deserve it. Io has taken her friends for granted over Rhea. Io is the heel in this story, and you can convince me otherwise.
He's still open to it.
Yeah. Josh says, at WWE, I'm happy Io and Rhea are helping each other. I like that, but it was a rough road to get together. And Rhea's so blue that she's going to be washing blue off her Smurf for a month. The mist looked green on my screen, but who knows? Maybe I'm colorblind.
Yeah, I saw a
Yeah,
picture of it. It was green.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's like dark green.
Yeah. John Bunce says, at WWE, as much as I love seeing Kairi, I've never been so disappointed in her. I know it's all scripted, but she should learn the word no. She should have refused and instead turned on Asuka defending Io. And lastly, Courtney A. Doty says, at WWE, Asuka has become Aska. She used to be cool, and now
Okay.
she's a bitch that doesn't know her place.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This I looked at this account because I'm like, is this just like a right wing like troll account? And it's like, no, this woman is posting all this anti Brock stuff, but man, she's just calling it like she sees it, shooting from the hip.
A lot going on there.
Yeah, so WWE has polarized the fan base with their cinema, their chills, and their aura.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. I don't know.
I will say I was kind of heartbroken that Asuka used to be one of my favorite wrestlers in the world to watch. She's become an entrance wrestler, where she has a great entrance, and then things just kind of meander from there. Also, have you guys seen how? I mean, Dan obviously has, because he watched WrestlePalooza. Is it just me, or do all the logos on the ring make it look much more low rent?
Yeah, but I don't think they care.
It's something about the way the graphics are. Like, it does something to like the space of the ring, where I can't tell if it makes the ring seem smaller or just the space seem smaller or something, but it's like it makes it look like more closer to a bingo hall than a giant arena.
Sure. All right. I have not seen anything WWE related in 2 years.
Well, we
I
just
don't
gave you
trust
2 matches. You should check out.
I absolutely will not. I absolutely not. Especially from a Dan recommendation. Who could work off that? Anyway, Chris, what have you been watching?
I think I watched some wrestling Thursday night after we recorded, but I don't remember what.
Great.
And then I didn't watch anything else the rest of the week because I was working a bunch and because I am out of town for the next week, so I had to get all of my shifts in since we last recorded. And today, when I had some free time, I said, what if instead of watching wrestling, which could make me happy, I watched a bunch of bum-ass losers choke away a division.
So, question for you. I don't watch baseball. Wild card, is that a thing in their future?
Probably not.
Well, that's tough. That's a tough pill.
Yeah, mere months ago, the Tigers had the best record in baseball.
Best record in
And
baseball.
it is looking like they will miss the playoffs.
Woof.
And like
Hey,
when I say months ago, I don't mean like, oh, they just had like a hot start to the season. It was like the All-Star break. It was halfway through the season. They were the best team.
The trick I've found is when a team is having a bad season, you just say, well, they're just finding themselves.
Yeah,
do you
they're
guys
finding
finish-
themselves
you guys
in a
finish up
toilet. Sorry, Dan, what'd you ask?
Who do you guys finish up with?
Boston.
Oh, all right.
so after they lose to the Guardians, they're just gonna sweep the Red Sox. That's how it's gonna go. Anyway, baseball, the beautiful game. I watched some St. Louis Anarchy this week. I'll quickly run through that. We have Tommy Davis versus Mad Dog Conley. Tommy Davis fits in perfectly in St. Louis Anarchy. Vis-a-vis, he is someone that feels trained by Davey Richards. Not quite a clone, but very much in that lineage, I guess. Mad Dog Conley is Mad Dog Conley. It's a fun match. People should go out and watch it from April. Next match was Gary J versus Neil Diamond Cutter from that same show. Very stupid match, but also I have not yelped like that in a hot minute.
I have a question. Was this any kind of stipulation match, or was this just straight up 2 guys in the ring,
Anarchy
disqualifications as
rules.
usual?
Anarchy
rules. So they were playing the PS1 game. Who did they play
Yes.
as?
That's a great question. I have no idea who was in that game.
I'm pretty sure
Names-
Anarchy Rules is the one where if you beat the championship challenge mode as Danny Doring, you unlock Rob Feinstein.
That's perfect. That's beautiful. No Rob Feinstein in this match, surprisingly.
I gotta interrupt real quick. Are you watching these full shows? Or you're jumping around because seems like maybe you missed Laney Luck versus Mike Outlaw going to a draw.
I'm skipping through.
okay.
Skipping through.
All right.
So
You're skipping the promotion of the year?
hey, I've been doing that for promotion of the year for the past decade. Why change now? I'm gonna start recommending shows of the years that I've watched the full shows. Just go. Probably.
No one can
They
stop
probably fill
you.
in the gaps. Let me look how many people have filled out the show of the year doc. Oh, no one. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm good to go. I can do whatever I want. Anyway, there's just some wild shit that takes place during this match. I don't think I realized that Neil Diamond Cutter smashing a cinder block with another cinder block on top of someone was like a staple spot for him. That rules. Neil does a rolling DVD from the apron through a table on the floor. It's absolutely nutty. Just some really, truly blessed stuff throughout this match. Also watched Nick King versus your boy, Dan, Davey Vega. Davey Vega. That's good. That's good. Davey Vega has just been a real asshole. Just been a real asshole. I like Nick King. I don't, based on cage match, doesn't have a cage match, so I assume he's not wrestling a bunch of places, but he's a really fun, younger, grapple-heavy guy. Watched Anakin Murphy and Jeremy Wyatt versus Jake Parnell and Victor Analog. Jeremy Wyatt, not a great hot tag. I like a lot about Jeremy Wyatt, not a great hot tag. Sad to say. Sad to say. Then the main event of that April show, Thomas Shire versus Kenny Alfonso. It's really fucking good. Highly recommend checking that out. It's on YouTube. It's like 12, 13 minutes. Kenny looks really good in it. Shire obviously looks good in it. Feels very Claudio versus Rich Swann coded. Would recommend. Then, because I enjoyed the Gary J versus Neil Diamond Cutter match in such a way, I was like, what else is old Neil been up to? And I saw he had a match against one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Chase Burnett, who does not wrestle very much at all anymore. And they had
Uncle Chase?
Uncle Chase. He does work a bad grandpa gimmick. In the promotion We Love Wrestling on IWTV. Wrestling for the Pure Heart Championship. And these fellas bleed. It is not maybe like Chase doing all the cool shit that he can do. And like, he shows enough flashes that I'm like, oh, you could do something here, but I don't think you're made for deathmatch wrestling. So you are affected by the fact that you have these light tubes stuck into you. And I also don't know where these people got their light tubes, because they are holding together shockingly well when they're being smashed over each other. So instead of turning into dust, they're like breaking instead. So you're seeing ends of these tubes flying into the crowd willy-nilly. Spectacular stuff. Then I threw on a little bit of the May St. Louis Anarchy show after that. Not really much to talk about. We got Nick King versus Mad Dog Connolly. That's pretty good. Recommend checking that out. Also dug that in the July show, they went Tommy Davis versus Nick King. So two dudes that fell the Mad Dog. That also feel like young stars of the promotion. Feels like we don't have a lot of promotions that have homegrown talent that aren't wrestling all over the country, trying to go up against each other. It's fun. I recommend. Then obviously like the highlight of the week. And I'm Dan, I thought you watched this. You said this was your match of the year, but it's not here. Jossie versus Jeremy Wyatt. I don't know when it's from. I forget. I didn't pull the date, but it's on YouTube. I linked it in the Discord. It's just a fun match. Jossie is a babyface with a big ol' ass. And Jeremy Wyatt's Jeremy Wyatt. Knows how to work a crowd. Doesn't do a whole bunch. Jossie also like does some really impressive balancing spots. Like will get thrown out of the ring, but will hold on with the ropes and twist his way back in, even though he looks like he's 5'9", 250 pounds. Impressive shit. We already talked about the Jersey Championship Wrestling number
Those
2
are the only two
promotion of the
matches
year.
you watched?
Those are the only two matches I watched. So
I wanted to let you know
Nothing-
that Neil Diamond, he does the cinder block spot where he smashes one or the other, but he also sometimes will toss a cinder block like Sabu tossing a chair.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's spectacular.
You picked a good time to get into him. He's retiring.
Perfect. I know when to get in when they're hot.
Oh, I didn't watch this. I'm interrupting you, but I didn't watch this, but I was like, I almost watched it, so I need to talk to Sam, because I don't know why you didn't go to it. Do you know that there's a Dunn and Marcos Cup?
Yeah,
That took
Ground Zero.
place?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ground Zero. I think that there's probably not that many people that like Dunn and Marcos more than me, and I think having a tournament named after them, funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Oh, come on. They're Rochester
I
legends.
mean, it's better than like the Shane Shamrock Memorial, but they didn't kill anybody. But they're the Ring Crew Express. What are we doing?
Rochester doesn't have much, man. Why do you want to fucking do this to them?
Well,
You know?
first I misread the match listing, and I thought it was a singles tournament. And I almost lost my mind. It's not. It's
That would have
not.
been funny. That would have been funny. I should have gone to this. Really, at the end of the day,
It seemed like it probably wasn't that far from you.
where else are you going to see CJ Settles versus Dick Justice?
You're making jokes like you didn't have Carnage Crew and To Infinity Beyond in the main event. That's shit we all want to see. Now there's two other teams in
It's
that
actually
match.
Carnage Crew versus To Infinity Beyond versus CXR
Yeah, you gotta
versus
ignore that.
the coveted Battle Royal winners. And this is night one of the cup. So if they're doing that in night one, what could they be doing on night two?
All I'm
That's
saying
just
is
a wild lineup.
2CW's got their work cut out for them.
In November, buddy. November. That's what they're teasing now. After they teased
They've teased every month.
Every
There's
month.
only so many months left in the year.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
not going
it's
to
gonna
run. That's kind of where I'm leaning towards. There's actually not a show being planned whatsoever.
That's
This is
so
just
shitty.
an
I love it.
elaborate hoax. Oh my god. So that's all I got. Are we ready to get into our big top, or do we want to talk about the Tigers some more? Anything else?
I would
Nope. Don't want
rather talk about anything else.
Do you want to talk about all the stuff that's happened? There's actually been a shocking amount of things that, podcast-wise at least, that have come out since we last recorded.
Good God, the audio that has appeared on our website, you wouldn't believe.
It's been 4 days since this VPR has come out, and I think there's been 4 other shows. Is that mathin'?
Yeah. We had the Dig Deep preview of All Out that, frankly, not going to be helpful for you to listen to it anymore. You can listen to it. It's still good audio. You've seen the show.
Yeah, hang
Right.
out with
Well,
your friends.
you got
Kevin and
to
Flay.
listen to it to preserve the sense of continuity when you're listening to all of Dig Deep. You don't want to miss
Yeah.
something.
That's very true. I'm a piece of shit. I shouldn't have said otherwise. Then you have the live event report that appeared on the Violent People Lab feed. You got to subscribe to all the podcasts, people. You got Dig Deep, you got Violent People Lab. That's where we're at so far. Cole getting back in the lab. One of our coveted labsters. Cole and Emily, they do a recap of All Out. Incredible stuff, including the Saturday tailgate brawl. They were there for it all. So that's incredible. Then brought back Desert Island Comp with Steven from Fujiwara Smirk. Great episode. I really appreciate them being on. There should be another Desert Island Comp before the end of the year. Maybe more than one. Who's to say? Then last but not least, Q&TR with Tim and forget who they had on for this week.
Their MJF.
Matt. Yep. There you go. They went over All Out, did a kind of full review, not live report as well. Go listen to that. So, good gravy. Lots of podcasts. Who knew? anything else coming up from anybody?
I'm trying my best, but
The
I just I
death
don't
panel-
want to
the-
promise it.
Yeah, the death panel soon. September isn't over yet. So if people have pitches that they want to write up for September deathmatch stuff or deathmatch adjacent stuff, I'm here. Get in touch. I will publish your manifesto.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, should we get in to the big top? It's going to be a long one. Maybe shoot a lot on this one.
We'll find out.
The big top this week is we are going to be going over the Wrestling Observer newsletter and saying whether they deserve to be in the Violent People Hall of Fame.
This is
We're gonna
shorter
go-
than the idea of going over every single wrestler in the PWI 500.
But not by much. But not by much. Where would we like to start? There's so many exciting possibilities, from historical performers to modern performers in
Europe,
US,
Australia,
Canada.
New Zealand, Pacific Islands, and Africa.
Perfect.
Like, we got to start where we're strongest.
Start where we know every single wrestler listed, starting with Spyros Arian.
That's a
I
yes.
love all Aryans.
Yes. There we go. There we go.
He gets my vote.
It gets your vote. Perfect. Dominic DiNucci,
That's a yes.
a fellow Italian. So
He's in the greatest pro wrestling book of all time. McFoley's having his day, so he gets in.
why is he in that book?
He trained McFoley, didn't he?
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, he was one of Foley's trainers.
There we go. There we go. Chris, do you anything you'd like to chime?
Yeah, let's
Get him in.
all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All right. Yeah. Chris is not. He is going for max efficiency here. Let's not waste time on George Gordienko. That's just absolutely butchered. Dan, I think you got strong thoughts here.
I do. I personally feel that he was a Canadian professional wrestler and artist. And that's just how I feel.
You know what? I'm with you there.
I'm gonna be
There,
honest.
brother.
He doesn't get my vote because I can't confidently say his name, and that's a real part of it.
Yeah, not very phonetic. Not very phonetic. Steve Gray. Good
Now, this is gonna be
wrestler.
weird. I think maybe his name's too simple.
Yeah, I was going to say his name isn't interesting enough. Can't really make a joke out of it.
It's literally the blandest color. It's
Plus-
gray.
British, right?
Very British.
Yeah. So out of here.
Got him. Out. Billy Joyce. Billy Joyce. Do I even know who Billy Joyce is?
Now I feel bad because I actually like Billy Joyce, but I did just this second, establish British out. So
Gotta be consistent.
I got to be a man of my
Gotta be
word,
consistent.
which really sucks because I like Billy Joyce, but he's gone.
Perfect. I have to agree. Les Kellett. Les Kellett.
This is
Let's
so
get him
easy.
in the hall.
Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah. Wow. I'm gonna start making posters that say that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the campaign. You're welcome. You're welcome, Les.
Still British by all accounts. So Dan's opinion has been stated.
I'm fuming over here. I'm about to write a fucking article keeping this guy out of the hall.
Killer Carl Cox.
Well, we know Dan's vote.
Yeah, say good man, better initials.
Was he the one? Hold on a second. I gotta double check something on our friend Mr. Cox. Yeah,
He's
so he's
dead,
on
so you
the
can say whatever you want.
he's on the indie sleaze list, number 230. Killer Carl Cox has a glass eye. He would secretly remove the eye and put it in his foreskin. When a girl went to go down on him, they got a quote eyeful and left screaming. So absolutely put him in.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, no, the craziest thing about me is you had that up so fast.
I have the sleaze list bookmarked still.
Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
Oh man, he also he's ahead of us right now. He's looking 6 ones down the line. Don't care about Les Kellett. Fuck him. We gotta look ahead.
More
Gilbert
like Les kill him.
Shit, that's the
Gilbert
perfect
Leduc.
counterpoint to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm done.
Fucking roasted. Oh, all right. Gilbert Leduc.
Now, if you vote against him, Matt D's gonna post a screenshot of a notes app, so you better fucking put him in the hall.
Is he, because Leduc makes me, is he a French or is he Canadian?
No, he's like one of the French catch guys.
Yeah, he's a French catch
Okay.
guy.
Who am I thinking
One of-
of? Is it Jost Leduc who's the Canadian guy?
Yeah, from Memphis.
Yeah, something like that. I have
Well, he's Canadian, but I think he wrestled in Memphis.
I have a Legends of Quebecois wrestling T-shirt that someone gave me as a gift because they visited Quebec and they were like, "Oh, here, I got this for you," and it's just like little line drawings of all their heads, and I'm like, I've already forgotten half the people on the shirt.
God bless. God bless. Ted Boy
I
Marino.
might have to dig it out because anyone who's on that shirt, I am going to vote to be included.
Okay.
Look, I want to be serious. I know I'm talking about the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame here instead of the VPR Hall of Fame, so I apologize, or the VP Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What percentage of people that are voting in this category have any fucking idea who Ted Boy Marino is? It's got to be low, right? People are voting for Adrian Street and Dominic Danucci, being like, "That's fine. I'm an expert in this category. Great system."
Yeah, I know. Real name Mario. That's it.
Well,
now,
I
if
do
his
like
name is
Mario.
Mario Marino, maybe I'd vote for him. If he didn't abandon his heritage.
Kind of
Ted
a
Boy.
coward.
Ted Boy. You guys about Ted Boy.
You already know how I feel about this next fucking team.
Good looking guy. The Royal brothers, Bert. Well, this is interesting. I don't know who they are, so this is very confusing. Bert Royal and Vic Faulkner.
How the fuck are you
Famously
brothers? You have different
not-
last names.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Dan. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I know it's
Well,
a
they were both
word, but
adopted.
come on. Oh my god, this will piss you off. They wrestled as the Faulkner brothers or the Royal brothers.
Oh,
you gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, what kind of nonsense is this?
They have no
It,
respect
it,
for
did,
professional
it did
wrestling.
make for a funny incident once when a promoter put up a poster for the Faulkner brothers versus the Royal brothers.
I fucking love it.
All right, I found my Legends of Wrestling of Quebec T-shirt, so now I'm prepared to vote for all of these people.
Adrian Street.
Adrian Street, yes, because not for his wrestling, but because he's on the cover of the album England Made Me by Black Box Recorder, and I love that album.
Hell yeah.
That's really the best argument anyone has come up with so far.
Yeah, nothing more to say.
It's going great.
Jose Terez.
I know him as the guy that Phil Lyons posts about and says he wanted on the ballot, and he got on the ballot.
That fucking sounds like a yes, Dan. I appreciate
I think
it.
that-
Yeah, I like
Thanks.
Phil, so there you go.
I think that's how most of these people are on the ballot because we were talking about like who knows these people, and I feel like it's always like one person is in Dave Meltzer's ear, like you gotta put Toots Mont on the ballot, and then they get exactly one vote.
Oh, you in my emails?
Dan, you got a ballot? They let you vote on this thing yet?
Somehow no.
Wow.
I can't imagine
Just
this would help.
All right, let's email Dave after this. I think we got to get him on the horn.
When I was a moderator on the Observer board, I asked Dave if he ghosted me.
Fucking rude. Fucking rude. Last and least, Autowans. No.
Hardcore no.
Yeah, I mean he's the least.
Hate him.
He has done
Nice.
so much harm to wrestling.
I agreed. Dan, what's the next category?
I mean, it's hard to top that. We know so much about it, but
Non-wrestlers. That feels like the next most.
That's the one we're next
we know a lot
familiar
about.
with. God, man, you're not gonna be able to shut me up about.
Dave Brown.
Yeah, vote all these guys. I don't fucking care. Who cares? No, actually, I'm actually for real though. If you never took a bump, you don't know shit about wrestling. You never helped wrestling, and you can't be in the Hall of Fame.
Dan says that he does have an asterisk for some reason. He says asterisk on Rossi Ogawa.
Well, that guy, he's just a fun hang. So.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, I
man,
mean,
Rossi
we can put some of these guys in because they have taken bumps.
Yeah,
they're
Gorilla
fine.
Monsoon. Get him in there.
Kevin Sullivan.
There's a
Grand
new book
Wizard?
about Gorilla Monsoon coming out soon. Oh, Monsoon soon.
Ah,
I gotta let you guys know.
Zinger.
I'm drinking my second cut water, so things are gonna go downhill fast from here on.
It was already going so well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, for real,
Let's
Bill
put-
Mercer's going in mine. I like that guy.
I
I like Tony Schiavone. I like Mike Tenay. If you commentated when I was a child, you're in.
You're in.
Whoever
Congratulations.
did this misspelled Zane Breslov's name.
Oh yeah, Brasov. Who's
Fucking
Bobby
losers.
Bruns? Do we know?
Bobby Buns.
He's a Japan guy.
It's a typo of Bobby Guns.
Big WXW heads here. I also consider Bobby Guns from WXW a non-wrestler. All right. Next up, Mexico. Angel Blanco and Dr. Wagner. Why are they getting in as a tag team?
Well, they might get
Is
in for the
Wagner-
wrestling, but they're
Wagner's
not
in
going to get
already?
in for their driving.
And they aren't violent people who are, you know? That's what it means at the end of the day. Sangre Chicana. Yes.
Sure, why not?
Got big hands. I don't know what to say about guys with big
That's all it
hands.
takes. I mean, if you got big enough hands, you're in.
You're in. It's like the NFL, you know? Big hands, more success. Al Dandy. No. Don't really care for him that much.
Is that real?
Do we think that El Dandy's legacy has been hurt or helped by being part of that Bret Hart meme?
Hurt.
Helped.
I would like to hear. I
I'm
would like to hear the
undecided.
reasoning for both of these stances.
I think we've
Well-
circled back around that it was like originally a bad thing. And it just come around to people being like, everyone you hear talk about El Dandy is like, fucking Bret Hart. If he wasn't in that fucking promo, people would really respect him. No. People wouldn't fucking talk about him. Period.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? You actually just convinced me. That's how easily swayed I am.
That's how much you care about this big top. I appreciate
I thought
it.
maybe that you were gonna be like you hate Bret Hart so much that you're like being associated with him. He's out.
Now you're convincing me in the other direction. All right, we'll call it a draw. That
It's
feels
definitely a draw.
Definitely a draw. Darrell Dixon.
People will know more about him in 3 to 10 business days.
So expect something on the site 3 to 10 business days. Excited for
Business
that.
days. Yeah.
Business days.
So that's a good reason for yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not writing about him because he sucks. You know what I mean? Did you say no? How dare you?
Gran Hamada. No.
Yeah, because everyone he trains sucks, right?
Net negative on the business.
Yeah, he's taking it down.
Yeah, not the VP, not the VP Hall of Fame.
Not the VP.
I need to check something before I answer. Hold on.
Oh my
1
god,
second.
is he on the sleaze?
Well, I'm checking that next. But yes, I'm making sure I remembered correctly. He was in the ECW barely legal 6-man tag match. So yes, easy slam dunk conclusion for me. Now I will search his name in the sleaze list. No, but if you search Hamada, the one that comes up is about Negro Casas being gay.
All right. Los Infernales. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, is that our surest yes so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a yeah.
I mean, our voters would never do it, but
No one from this
the voters
category
are
is
too
really getting
fucking
in.
stupid. All right. Hio Del Santo and Octagon.
Yes.
I don't care.
Shit.
Octagon. Who gives a shit?
Yes, but only for Octagon.
Oh fuck.
Whoa.
yeah,
Banders.
fuck you, Sam.
Oh my god. I got some Octagon lovers. I like the UFC, not this guy. Anyway.
You said good
You should have
politics in
been
that
in the
company.
UFC.
So you always
I love politics, you know?
You're
Always
like, are you
talking
going to
politics.
that UFC White House? Is that what you're saying?
I'll be on the fucking lawn, you know? La Parca Triple A.
Still
This
wrestling
would be
somehow.
no, he's dead.
No,
This is
I
the-
saw him in that Vampiro match.
Ain't that the truth?
Tell me,
Oh, yeah,
You can't defute that.
He does get in strictly off the Vampiro match
yeah,
appearance.
I don't know anything else about him, and that's more than enough.
That's a good point.
Well, actually, it's a question for all you lucha heads out there. They're speaking to me currently. Did that just stop after WWE bought them? Like,
Dude, what's
the new La Parca is wrestling.
okay.
yeah, because
Yeah.
the WWE put out one of their flyers. They had a picture of LA Park from WCW, and that's funny.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Masquerada Sagrada. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
No.
sure. Oh,
You must be this tall to ride.
I didn't know if I could make that joke, so I didn't.
You know, it's honestly a big yes. Now that we've said that, a big yes, based on how much we promote.
No, it doesn't
all
matter what
the
size the yes is.
Okay, a little yes.
LIL, yes.
And you know what? This is fucking gross. They got Volador Jr. on the fucking ballot.
Volador
Like, I had
Jr. is the most slam dunk yes on like this entire spreadsheet.
In real life, why is he on the ballot? Am I fucking losing my
Who's
mind?
the one that emailed Dave saying, "We gotta get him out here"?
Because he's had some big Apuesta matches, and because he reached the eligibility for having been a pro long.
Oh, okay, that's
It's
really
like
dumb.
he reached the 25 years or whatever it is.
because I legitimately have no problem with anyone voting for the other 9. Like whatever 3 you pick, if it's from the other 9, it's fine. But Volador Jr. is crazy.
Oh no, I'm voting for Volador Jr. and CM Punk and no one else.
Well, that's cool.
I don't fucking like this. I don't fucking
Observe
like
Hall
this
of Fame.
whatsoever.
Definitely go in.
I think your voice deserved to be gobbled up because you're talking about Volador Jr.
Without him, we wouldn't have all those wonderful trainees in CMLL like Rugito and others. I think Vegas.
Oh well, when you
is
put it like
Neon-
that.
Is Neon a trainee?
Is
of
Neon
Volador?
one of his guys? I don't know.
Good question, Dan.
The
Look that
Los Depredadores guys are his boys.
All right.
Neon doesn't have a trainer listed. There's no way to know.
Ooh, didn't get trained at all. He's
Yeah,
he's,
he's still-
self-taught.
Suddenly he looks a lot better, doesn't he, Sam?
I guess so. I respect those guys who pull themselves up with the bootstraps.
I know. We heard you. You talk so much about it.
All right, let's talk about some wrestling in Japan.
That's where I wanted to go next.
Good.
Kojima and Tenzan, they're in. You know why? I watched them when I was young and happy.
Kojima, no. Tenzan, yes.
That's not how it works. I guess it could
No,
work
that's
like
how
that.
it
with
works.
VP.
Kojima and Tenzan, yes, on the strength of their 2025 work.
I think they both wrestled in the Sawmill, so yeah, to both.
We never got Tenzan and MLW, have we? That sucks.
I don't
Fucking
think so.
blows.
God, he would rule there.
Yoshiaki
Tenzan-
Fujiwara.
No, absolutely not. He's a criminal.
What was the crime?
Not only is he a no, I would never take any of his matches to a desert
That's
island.
right.
I'll tell you that much.
I don't like how this is going.
That's a plug for
Yes,
your show,
folks.
man. I'm trying to help you out.
Oh,
trying to give you
man.
the Dan Rice boost.
Yeah, thank you. That's just what I need. Hayabusa.
Yes.
No, weak body.
Oh fuck.
But sometimes the weaker the body, the stronger the soul. We learned that from Stephen Hawking, from Bubble Boy, and from Hayabusa.
Hayabusa 1's a no, but Hayabusa 2 already a yes, based on vibes only.
Have they ID'd who Hayabusa 2 is yet?
I feel like they did when he first came out, but I don't remember. Who's the guy? You know what I'm talking about? The FMW guy? Bahu? Is that his name? That's not
Hayabusa?
his name. No, like the internet
Yeah,
guy.
Bahu.
Bahu. I'm pretty sure Bahu called it out right away, but I don't remember.
All right. Saki Mochizuki. Dragon Gate PU.
Yeah,
Stinky,
close the
stinky,
gate.
stinky.
Close the gate.
Close the gate.
I hate to say it, no to him, yes to his son.
I don't know about that. Tony Inoki and Saiji Sakaguchi. Who cares?
Yeah, it's just
Old.
I mean,
Old.
I'm going to say no strictly on their politics.
Perfect.
But
Same
when you see
answer.
who I'm going to
Yeah.
vote in for their politics.
Zack Sabre Jr.
He's not Japanese.
Not Japanese. I think that's an unfair category for him.
Yeah, if you lie to me, you're out. And also, wait, is he British? He's out. Double out.
Double. Double
You're not
X's.
pulling a fast one on me.
You can't hide the British people in all these other categories. They're out of here.
All right. Miko Satomura.
I will put her in if she comes within the top 15 of the VP 100, which people seem to think might happen.
Fuck it. Are people? I can't.
No one. When by the time they fill out their ballot, everyone will have forgotten that they wanted to do that.
But you know who they didn't forget about? Fucking Sting. Are we crazy?
No. I love those conversations. 'Cause I know like Pat's rolling his eyes every time these things start up, and it's like, who the fuck gives a fuck what we're doing here? Just vote. And then I'm trying to do gamesmanship. Like, oh, Sting versus Maiko. All right. Io Shirai, Io Sky.
Yes,
to
because I
Sky,
feel
no to
bad that
Shirai.
her friends betrayed her in the match that I
Yeah,
watched just now.
that
So
is
she
rough.
she needs a lift.
a
I
very
think
good
that's
point.
a fault of hers. I think she must not be a good friend.
Also,
on
she
here with
gets
some
in for
historians.
being cool enough to be an international weed smuggler.
Has anyone ever been turned on in wrestling before?
Plenty of people have been turned on in wrestling. It's called apartment customs.
Oh shit.
I thought that was turned down by wrestling.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's if you watch some of the Teddy Hart ones, you get the impression that it's both.
Alright. Okay.
I don't see. I'm looking. I don't see Teddy Hart anywhere on this list. I got to misprint.
There was back on to bring up the Wrestling Observer message board again. There was a time like 10 years ago I posted like, who gets into the Observer Hall of Fame first, Teddy Hart or Paige? And I posted like a list of qualifications for each of them that I just dead serious tone. And I got so many replies that are just like, fuck you, idiot. And that's why the site is failing. The Hall of Fame has no credibility, and why, I have moved on to much more successful ventures.
Yeah, glad we poached you from there.
But that is going to be a future big top, is who is going to get into the Hall of Fame first, Teddy Hart or Page. I've got to get the whole PowerPoint for us ready.
We're getting to the video podcast game. I've heard that's really big right now in the industry.
Yeah,
So-
you know what leads to lots of YouTube videos is Teddy Hart.
Everyone loves seeing images of Teddy on the screen. It draws people in. Tiger Jeet Singh.
Yes,
Yes.
for giving the world Tiger Ali Singh.
There you go.
I was
Yoshihiro. Yeah.
gonna say yes, but I don't respect anything named after a tiger right now.
Oh shit. That's fair. That's fair.
Man.
Triggering. Sorry about that. I should have thought. Yoshihiro Takayama.
Is he in?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's actually.
Yeah. Okay. He's actually in. Yeah. So no.
Along with
So-
Inoki.
Well, but Inoki
this-
isn't in with Seiji Sakuji.
Yeah, this
That's
would
true.
be specifically for the
I'm really
tag team.
sorry
Because
that happened
Inoki's
that way.
definitely in the
Oh,
Observer.
you nailed that
Hall,
one.
too. Anyway,
Makes me feel a
Takayama.
lot better.
The thing about Takayama is that I don't think anyone really pays him much mind. I mean, when's the last time you heard about a Takayama match?
It hasn't been super busy.
I took my eye off this kitten for 1 second. He's already trying to knock stuff over.
Hell yeah. Go with God. Little kitten. Nami Toyota and Toshio Yamada.
No, we already said yes to like 1 or 1.5 Joshi candidates. Any more than that, and the freaks start coming out.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
This,
All right,
this,
should we
is,
talk about-
this is VPR, not a fucking Shimmer after show. Like, so.
Jesus. Should we do historical performers or modern performers next?
I think we got to go historical then modern.
Okay. First up, good guy, Ole Anderson.
I mean, if you say he's a good guy, he's a good guy to me. He's in.
He's in.
I trust my friends.
Thank you. I'm glad you called me a friend.
Oh,
Oh. All right, moving on.
still beautiful. I'm cutting that. I'm gonna cut that. Download
Clip
it.
that. Clip that, folks. Afra and Sika.
Great
No, 'cause I'm
family.
sick of the bloodline.
Oh,
I'm so sick of the bloodline storyline. Get him out of there.
I'm glad you said storyline on that last one. That was like a little problematic start. Bob Armstrong.
Now him, no storyline. I'm sick of the bloodline.
Road
That
Dogg
is-
got kids.
that is tough to argue with. Road Dogg in the 2012 Royal Rumble, if that means anything to anybody.
I mean,
Not
Road
me.
Dogg was. I think I'm the only person who like praised Road Dogg in the 2012 Royal Rumble when I was on that. When I was on Pork's show?
And did you praise him last week's on this show?
Probably.
You talked about his punches, I think.
Yeah. Road Dogg. I think I said
Turns
this
out Bob
last week,
Strong,
is it-
he's in. Bob Armstrong's in. We love the bloodline.
All right. Bullet Bob, he's in. We can use a graphic of him during his great TNA run.
Okay. Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson with JJ Dillon.
And those, two AEW washouts.
Don't respect him. Get him out of here. What's Arn been doing anyway? He's still podcasting?
Probably drinking.
I think he's. I
Good
think
for
he goes
him.
around. I think he goes around with his son. I feel like
Really?
he's. There's a show coming up near me that has a bunch of photo ops, and I think I saw the Andersons on there. I don't remember if it was his son in CW or his son CW and Arn. But it made me mad because they did like a meet and greet
so
pricing.
awesome that it's Arn, his son, and CW. Like, yeah, it's like CW Anderson's being like, "Hey guys, I'm here too."
Well, no, it's cool because Arn wanted nothing to do with CW until Brock needed someone to tag with. Then suddenly he's like, all right, he's an Anderson. They changed it, but they did this thing that really upset me where they do like the thing a store does where they list the meet and greet prices and then they had a super ticket where you get all of them, but it was just the price if you bought them individually.
It's good marketing.
Also, Sting and Luger are coming to my mall, and I want to say it's $150, maybe $250. And they're selling 50 of them to get a picture with both of them. But they're only signing together for 15 minutes. So 50 people will get a picture with both of them in 15 minutes. And that just sounds awful.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I'm just
I mean,
picturing like a
it on the
factory
VPR card.
conveyor belt, like one of those moving sidewalks from an airport, and people are just wheeling along, stopping just long enough for the photo, and then wheeling right past.
British Bulldogs auto know.
British.
It's in the name.
British. Fuck them.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
no because they definitely fucking like threw that dog out of their car, Matilda.
What?
I mean, I can only imagine the horrors of being like Matilda, the bulldog, their mascot.
Yeah.
I can only imagine that dog's experience being left alone with Dynamite Kid.
That's a very fair point.
I think it's
Dark
Dynamite Kid almost certainly pulled a gun on that dog.
Okay. June Byers.
Is she the one that the movie just came out about?
That can't be, because then she'd be a historical candidate. Well, I guess she is a historical candidate.
Yeah,
so
she
never mind.
is,
What
but
the
I don't
fuck
think-
I'm talking
yeah.
about.
I don't think that was her. Was it Mildred Burke?
Maybe.
I don't know. Who could
No,
know?
I
I
think
know
it-
that it was June Byers.
I don't think it was Magic Birch.
Oh,
We're looking it up here. It's Mildred Burke, but
I'm a
June
women's
Byers-
wrestling
Fucking
fan,
shit.
and I know about this stuff.
But
You know what? Put June
why
in.
why I remember June Byers is Camille from AEW and NWA played June Byers in it.
In what?
In the movie, June Byers is in the movie, but it's not about June Byers. It's about Mildred Burke.
She's not the main character.
Because Mildred doesn't want to lose to June. I think.
Okay. Well, now I was more taken aback by the fun fact of who's playing June Byers when you said that.
Yeah,
Said
I mean
Camille.
Camille
And I was
is
like,
in the
what the
is in
fuck
the
are you
hall
talking about?
already. So
That's not true. That's not true. Is Sydney Sweeney eligible
maybe it will be
next
after
time?
the next Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. She's good.
Has she wrestled, or are we just
That's the
going on
boxing
vibes?
movie that I'm thinking about. Never mind. These too many old timey women's movies in rings coming out in a short period of time. Too many.
All right. No more women.
Wild Bull Curry.
I'm friends with his grandson on Facebook, so he's in.
That's a yes.
That's a yes. Keep friends close, enemies closer. Junkyard Dog.
More like junk food dog. Wait, that's not it.
Yeah,
no,
more
he's
like
in because I don't remember what Meltzer
junkyard
used to
food.
say.
No, Meltzer used to call him junk food dog, and
Oh, so I was right. It was just a stupid
yeah.
name Meltzer did. Okay.
yeah, because he was big and fat.
I get it.
You know what? Good for Dave. Like not being too proud to put him on the ballot for all these years. I think they should just say if you get above 50%, 20 years in a row, you're in. You're in. Cowboy Bob.
So
Yeah.
no. Pause. Junkyard Dog is on the sleeves list twice,
Okay.
but
Oh, no.
it's the same entry repeated. So 305 and 315. New Jack versus Junkyard Dog. Not sure about this one, but it's pretty sad. Dog was older, got a good reaction from the ECW fans, and this was his last high-profile gig before passing away. May have been over a $500 loan from New Jack that Dog wouldn't pay back. So that New Jack and Junkyard Dog had heat.
You never want to hear who's checking this.
You're right.
This list.
was-
Like it's not like 250 and 315. This is 15 spots away.
I was thinking they're
Yeah.
very close.
I believe that this is the work of Tony Khan. So
Tony.
Coach Tony on what was the board? DVDVR.
Get the fuck together.
I got a bunch of creepily got a bunch of pictures of Tony being the coach of his high school basketball team. He looks real nerdy. I was doing it for something on the site and I never used them, so I'm like, people are too fucking weird about Tony already.
And you're looking him up in high school, so
I mean, I'm just looking him up
Nerdy.
in general, but yeah, his high
Just
school
normal
pictures are right
shit.
there.
normal shit.
He looks like if you think he looks nerdy now. He's at the end of the bench, got his little clipboard.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah, your father could not be a billionaire.
Ain't that the truth?
You could look like that in
That must
before.
fucking suck. That must
Yeah.
fucking suck. Cowboy Bob Ellis.
All Cowboys are in.
No Cowboys are in. Cowboys a fake job.
Wow.
Well,
Respect our great ranch hands.
yeah, watch Yellowstone for fuck's sake.
Yeah, listen to the Kid Rock
Dan, I
song.
bet you are a Yellowstone fan.
No, I have watched the first 2 seasons. I didn't. It didn't get me like it did everyone else in the world. Maybe I don't in the world around here. People have like Yellowstone tumblers, Yellowstone sweaters, Yellowstone bumper stickers.
It's the biggest show in
Wait,
America.
We're nowhere near Montana. People are fucking.
All right.
big thoughts about it.
Next, Pampero Firpo.
It's like, how do I pick my favorite Firpo match? I can't.
I'm
So
going to say yes, just to honor the great people of Argentina. Or I said Argentino, I meant Argentina.
Perfect. All right. I think we can move on after that. Black Gordman and Great Goliath. They're in. Auto yes.
Auto yes. All right.
Also to honor the great people of Argentina.
Big go. I think it's interesting what Dave has done here. Archie,
after he retired, Pampero Firpo, he was a mailman.
that's pretty sick.
He retired from the Postal Service at the age of 78.
Wow.
So he and I are like brothers.
Oh man, part of the Brotherhood. Love it. Archie, Mongolian Stomper, Gouldy.
I'm with you on that. It's weird because it's like I don't know of another Mongolian Stomper.
Yeah, there's
no, it's
other people with
I'm going
nicknames.
to say no because times have changed. You can't call people Mongolians anymore. It's seen as insensitive and ableist.
Ableist.
What about Stompers?
Yeah.
Some people can't stomp.
Oh, you really cannot call people that. You really cannot call a developmentally disabled person a stomper.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, no. Don't like it.
Next one's in.
Easy in.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Easy
Har-
in.
Slam
Horror
dunk.
Foundation.
Slam dunk.
Nope. No, thank you.
I'm genuinely shocked that I searched Neidhart in the sleaze list and nothing came up.
Wow.
Squeaky clean.
That is shocking.
Sputnik Monroe. I know Dan's got thoughts.
Sputnik is a telescope. Satellite? It's something.
Satellite.
I called it a telescope, which is something different. But you guys got it. You figured out what I meant.
Hubble is the telescope.
This is
So
all
Hubble
very true.
Monroe not getting in.
Sputnik? Maybe. All right. Next up, Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch. No.
I think they're in good
Don't
guys.
care about them.
Number 179. The AWA wrestlers in the 1970s usually had 3 nights off in a row. One time, Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch got drunk, drove all the way from Minnesota to Louisiana for the sole purpose of kidnapping a mule, and brought it back to their apartment complex in Minnesota. Bored with just having the mule around the apartment, Murdoch got drunk, parentheses, or was still drunk, went to some country and western bar in downtown Minneapolis, and rode the mule into the bar while firing a gun in the air. Easy in.
In.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Iron Sheik.
No, because
no.
we were talking about whether the Bret Hart El Dandy thing hurt us. The Iron Sheik becoming a meme killed any chance of me wanting anything good to happen regarding the Iron Sheik ever.
Yep. Right on the money.
100%.
Do you think it'll
Sweet.
eventually swing
Yeah.
back around like the Bret Hart El Dandy thing?
No.
Okay.
No, because I don't
Listen-
think people are going to rediscover a wonderful body of work from the Iron Sheik. I think that it's going to be like Chuck Norris jokes. It's
Can I
just
be
going to be.
Going from the jokes to being serious, I really lost it with the Sputnik thing because I called it a telescope. But it's crazy to be like, hey, this white guy helped fight racism. I got to vote him in before I vote in people like Junkyard Dog and Dory Dixon, like actual black wrestlers, right? So,
You know what? I think Dylan's gonna vote out both of them. So, like, who's to say? You were breaking up for me. I don't know if it's just me.
About
You
politics.
sound like in the Matrix when they stuck the thing in Neo's belly button and he started screaming.
That's what's happening.
Oh my god. Anyway, Sweet Daddy Sicky. That's not it. That's not it. But said it. Sweet Daddy.
I think wrestling has enough. The Hall of Fame has enough daddy types.
Ain't
We
true.
need more like uncles, and moms, and
Uncle Chase
Yeah,
Burnett.
when's Uncle
Uncle
Money
Chase-
on the ballot?
we
Oh,
need
Uncle Money.
Uncle Chase Burnett. We need Rhea Ripley, aka Mommy. We need what are some other? Who's a nephew in wrestling?
I don't know. I don't think about that much.
EC3 because he's the nephew or something of Dixie Carter.
All I could think about was bloodline people. I didn't want to upset you.
Yeah, you would have set me the fuck off.
That's why I held back on all my nephews.
You know, people bring up Jeff Cobb, and I just start losing it.
You mean JC? Ah, shit, I don't know his fucking name there.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I want to
JC
say
something.
Chavez, but I think that's the one from.
No, you're
NSYNC.
thinking of NSYNC. You're
Yeah,
thinking of JC Chazé from NSYNC.
that is what I'm thinking of. It's not that.
Him, I would vote in. He was probably the best actual singer in NSYNC. So
Save that for another big top. We don't have time.
That means
as a preview, next week's big top is just us talking about TRL from 1998.
Yeah, we are
Interesting
going
choice.
to power rank every individual member of a boy band.
Good.
Stay tuned.
It's going to get really nasty when we start arguing about who was the power player in O-Town.
Whew.
I want it all.
I watched
Another
O-Town perform at
thing.
Speed Fest.
Fuck yeah.
Like recently, or
No. Like
Oh.
many years ago. Many years ago.
I was hoping like 2025 O-Town was still just out there doing their thing with like
I think
one
I think they
original
are.
member and like
Y-
4
Oh.
20-year-olds.
Almost surely they are.
No, yeah, I think they tour like fairs and stuff.
Awesome.
They
The
tour with like
90s nostalgia state fair circuit is huge.
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's a situation like Everclear where like Art Alexakis is still there, but like he just swaps out the other band members on a whim. So it's like
it's right.
50,
It's Ryan
like
Cabrera.
55-year-old Art Alexakis and like 2, 21-year-old college sophomores.
This is almost what you need. It's a little off. It's Ryan Cabrera, BBMK, LFO, and O-Town, hosted not by JC Chazez. I can't say it. Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC is the host. It's a
Yeah, he
Pop
was the one with
2000
the
tour,
pineapple hair.
and they go from tiny arenas to state fairs all around the country. Oh, sometimes they have 98 degrees.
98 Degrees was
Oh.
recently at the New York State Fair. One of the smallest crowds of the entire 2-week stretch.
Wait, but like with Nick Lachey?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know what you're thinking. I think you're thinking with the draw? With the money?
Oh yeah,
thing?
I was thinking. Okay, without Nick Lachey, I get it. Jeff
No,
isn't
Nick was
bringing him
there.
in, but Nick, he's got that Love Is Blind cachet.
I gotta tell you, I'm glad I have no fucking clue what you're talking about when you say shit like that.
Man, you
Not
got to
a
check
damn
out Love Is
thing.
Blind. You got to check
I
out
ain't-
Love Is Blind, specifically seasons 1, 3, and 4.
Fuck
Ricky
season
Steamboat and Jay Youngblood.
I mean, they're no
No.
Lachey brothers, so yeah.
Those
There-
guys
there
teamed
are
together
no-
for like fucking 20 months or something.
And what 20 months it was. Mad Dog and Butcher Vachon.
Are these guys on the shirt?
I am almost. I know that Mad Dog is.
Oh,
Is
they're
Butcher.
in.
Yes, they're both on the shirt.
Fucking in.
Yep.
Yep.
What shirt?
My Legends of Quebec Wrestling T-shirt.
Perfect. All right.
This next one's kind of nuts. They're not in, right?
Kevin and Carrie and David Von Erich.
No, they don't need it. They've
They
got
don't need
enough
it.
going on.
What's bad? Anything better ever happened?
I think
to them?
they had too easy of a ride in life, frankly.
Yeah, no handouts here.
No fucking handouts.
Okay, but would we vote in Lazy Von?
That's what their
Erich?
dad would have said. What?
Lacey
Lacey?
Von Erich, yes.
What a legend. What a fucking legend. I thought she was going to change women's wrestling.
What about
I think
Lachey
she
Von Erich?
did.
Lachey Von Erich is in.
Yeah. No, that's like creating the ultimate wrestler in the lab.
Kind of fucked up that Mike's not here.
Looks like Nick Lachey, dies like Carrie.
Modern performers in US Canada.
All right, we saved the worst for last.
Mark and Jay Briscoe.
Fucking in, no jokes.
They're in.
I mean, yeah, Jay's already in.
Edge and Adam Copeland.
And Adam Copeland
And
Will
Adam
be in.
Cope.
as a tag team.
What about Cope? Is Cope allowed in here or no?
Cope would be inducted separately.
Okay.
Well, then I'm in as long as Cope's not there.
Perfect.
Now this
Bill
next one.
Dundee.
What's the height requirement you were mentioning earlier, Pat?
Oh, come on.
It was at least 6'4".
Oh fuck, Bill is nowhere near that. That's like 2 Bills.
Bill's got some Gresham height going on.
But
That'd
Bill
be
Dundee
a fucking
versus
cool match.
Cruel, though. Bill Dundee versus Cruel? That'd be good. That'd be pretty good. What the fuck is this FTR business? What are we fucking doing here?
I mean, I will say though, it's like FTR's on there, but they have teamed in probably for, 5 times as many years as Stone Youngblood. I'm not saying put them in the
Sure.
Hall of Fame, but they've been around a long fucking time. Probably
Yeah,
don't put them in.
That's
but
fair. I will say, tag team wrestling now versus the 80s, people are together for a long fucking time now.
Yeah.
Was not the thing before.
Oh.
They would either kill themselves or move to a different territory.
Go-
Those are only 2 options.
Going back to Bill Dundee, why
Definitely
is he
recovered
a
him, but
modern performer?
That is fucking crazy.
That's a
I
great
don't-
question.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You
the
know
Von
what?
Erich,
It
ancient
must- it
time.
must-
Bill Dundee, modern.
Yeah, they must only be going on like his 90s like USWA work.
Yeah, are they going off the time he showed up? Like he wrestled Tony Deppen?
I think this is
I
like really
believe so.
respectable. They're like, he was so fucking good recently. Like, you gotta consider him modern. Bill
so-
Goldberg.
Yes.
That's an N. And if you don't fucking think he's in, you're a dork.
All right. Samoa Joe. Get
Already
him in there. Get him in there.
Already in.
Get him in there. Matt and Jeff Hardy. Come on, get him in there. Get in
Yeah,
there.
I want to say it's one of those things where I'm like, have their recent things discouraged me from enjoying their older stuff? And I'm like, no, I think like 2000 Hardy Boys I still like enough.
It's like, I'll take delete as long as I still get Will o' the Wisp and Surge.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta do
And-
what you gotta do.
And you have to consider Jeff's late AEW run, where he was just like really on some freak shit in those matches.
Can I also say, I think Jeff Hardy needs another chance.
I
He
I
hasn't
would
had
agree.
enough.
Give the guy a 15th chance, for Christ's
Give
sake.
him a fucking break. Come on.
I believe in
I-
27th chances.
For me, the sad thing about the Jeff Hardy AEW run is that we did not get a chance for him to be redeemed in Ring of Honor.
True.
That would have been the move, is to bring him out for a Ring of Honor title match and be like, yeah, the last time Jeff Hardy was in Ring of Honor, they booed him for being a stupid piece of shit.
Why do I ever look at cage match? Jeff Jarrett versus Jeff Hardy in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match has a 2.19.
Oh shit.
What are these guys doing? Also, Jeff Hardy's only had 2 singles matches in his whole TNA run so far. Moose and Nick Nemeth. Oh, him and
What are
Moose
these
went.
for workers like
him and
that?
Moose went almost 17 in
What
the
are the
Overlord
cage match
2025.
ratings?
On those matches, definitely higher. Him and Moose got a 6.99,
Ooh, nice.
and him and Nick Nemeth got a 6.73.
These are
Okay, so
that's our light matches.
Yeah.
Moose confirmed to be the best wrestler of the bunch.
Moose, best Syracuse football player turned wrestler. Becky Lynch.
Yes, out of respect for Rovert.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
already said no British, so gotta keep her out.
well, she's Irish. She's Irish.
Same thing.
All the same to me.
All right.
No,
Well,
it's no
maybe
different.
you.
Walk fucking into it. Walk fucking into it.
See, the thing is, Sam's the only one here who doesn't have Twitter, so he can say whatever he wants without fear of Rover fucking up his mentions for the rest of his life.
Listen, I all know you listen to me in Q and TR, and then when Tim said Robert listen as I was talking shit about him, my heart sank. I don't want to make a new Twitter.
You know how much you care, Dan?
Oh, he's in
It
my
didn't-
He's in my DMs right here.
No, I
I'll
doubt
send you a
that.
screenshot.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Oh, because of the multiple fake screenshots I've sent you?
Yeah, 100%. You're really good at it, Dan. You're really good at it. Every time you send me these messages from Bix. Drew McIntyre.
No.
Yeah,
Damn.
absolutely. No.
No.
I mean, I know that the temptation is there just because he was such a big part of Evolve, but I don't think he qualifies.
Last
Doesn't
time
it?
me and Robert
hang?
were chatting was about Jamie Noble.
That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Mercedes Moné / Sasha Banks.
I gotta go with loyalty to my fellow native child of Boston.
I was gonna say I think you guys are personal friends, so I'm gonna vote her in.
Yeah, for the Bostonian. All right. John Moxley.
Who?
Who?
You mean Dean Ambrose?
Shit. Yes, Dean Ambrose.
No,
Good.
he's in.
Better.
Yeah, only for Dean Ambrose stuff.
Dean's
Like,
in.
Only late WWE Dean Ambrose stuff.
Yeah, he's got to have Mitch LaPlante.
Jesus Christ. Kevin
doing
Nash
wacky
and Scott. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Yes. Kevin Nash should be in every Hall of Fame.
This feels like you're also personal friends with him.
I am.
Okay, then he's in.
Love the paparazzi. So, respect. Randy Orton.
In just for the backstage stuff.
Yeah. Also, in just for what it would do to the discourse.
No, because people are like, oh, actually, Randy's really fucking good. And it just annoys me at this point.
The
It's like
wrestlers,
Randy.
wrestlers,
It's like,
Sam.
yeah, it's like Bret Hart out here. Fucking.
No, it is not like Bret Hart out here.
It's like Bret Hart out here. It's like, why are people so fucking wrong about this?
I feel like that's an even better atomic bomb to drop on the discourse, is to start pushing like, You know, Randy Orton and Bret Hart are basically the same guy.
I wouldn't go that far. They're just like equally as good.
I'm just talking about like you would get some like
Equally as
unhinged
good.
replies.
I know you're.
Yeah.
I know you're trolling me. And it's still upsetting.
I'm not, but okay.
That's a crazy thing to think. What are your favorite Randy Orton matches?
I don't fucking know. I got one match that I can name off for Bret Hart, and that's the one match everyone can name for Bret Hart. And then I'm like, oh, who gives a fuck about the other shit? Who gives a fuck about the other shit? Like, staunch ally next, CM Punk.
Now that he came back home, he's in.
He's in. I think him shoving muffins into his mouth while like calling the Young Bucks homos or whatever that whole thing was. Absolutely in, just for being like the ultimate chaos agent of modern wrestling.
Holy shit! AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Lynch and Rollins went 29 minutes.
Yeah, did you watch the highlights?
No.
I watched the gifs of that match, and oh man, it is like
It's great.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Triple H is back. I know I always say Brett Lauderdale is back, but this time I mean it. Triple H is back.
I think just him bringing AJ Lee back, like a real women's wrestling pioneer, I think that deserves a win. That deserves to get in.
I do think it's going to be awkward because now AJ is on an opposite side of the wrestling war from her brother, Jay Lethal.
Cody Rhodes.
No.
All right, Seth Rollins.
Good time,
Yeah, he is. I mean, he burns it down. What's more violent than that?
Burns it down.
He's keeping the ship afloat.
We're freaking here.
I still think the David Richards match is fucking awesome.
Also, voting against him is potentially homophobic. Unconfirmed.
Oh shit.
We're still debating that one in the lab.
I gotta listen to the Find People Lab feed to figure out what that's about. Sabu.
No, he's canceled.
Well, he's already in the Violent People. Yeah, he's canceled.
We gotta kick him out.
He did drugs.
I don't want anyone to send drugs.
It was his last match, and he took drugs and died. And
Dan, you're really good at fucking press releases. Can you draft something up here real quick and get that on the site to make sure that we get Sabu out of there?
I'm gonna include some DMs that me and Rob Van Dam traded back and forth about it.
Do you know how embarrassing it is that Makabe versus Danielson didn't happen?
Listen,
I think it's your fault, just so you know. I think about that a lot.
You think it's embarrassing for you? It's more embarrassing for Tony Khan.
That's so true. That's so true.
You have billions of dollars. You can't make the only fucking match anyone ever wants to see.
So is this why you've started collecting blackmail photos of him?
I'm gonna release him. He's so short next to all those tall basketball players. It's adorable.
Shit. Trish Stratus.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was easily the best manager that Test and Albert ever had.
When you put it like that, yeah.
No denying.
Yeah. I wish you would stop sending me that promo where Vince has her bark like a dog, but...
Well, I mean, I think you have to look at it in context, where I send you the promo of Vince making her bark like a dog, and then I send you LOL like 40 times.
It's true.
Rick and Scott Steiner. That is your final one right there. Rick and Scott Steiner.
Yeah, it ended with the best.
We're the best.
Ugh.
Sure, amazing. Thank you guys. I'm glad we ran through that all.
That was a really good big
So
top, and I want to do it again next
think-
week.
I think that was what, like a 95% yes rate.
Yeah.
We should do
We're
it next
really,
year. And the ballot is like all the same except like 5 people.
Yeah, except for like the 3 people who get kicked off.
Three people get kicked off, 3 people get in, and like 2 new people get added, and we just go through the list again.
Yeah, I can't wait to get through the Europe section next year.
And I got to be honest, I really regret that we didn't get to talk about George Scott and Roy Relch and the Grand Wizard because we kind of went by non-wrestlers too fast, and that was my fault.
Well,
We'll
yeah,
get him
we
next
didn't even talk about Rossi Ogawa.
We
No one has done more for pedophilia in wrestling since Mel Phillips.
Well, it's just like Chris's friend Kevin Nash gets in, your friend Mercedes gets in, but my friend Rossi, he's on the outside looking in.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
And who would have thought we came up with this big top today? You know?
Yeah, who would have thought?
People are like, they must have been thinking this one through for weeks.
Everyone seems so well prepared for this. It feels right.
I will tell you the number one thing this proved is that graphic you sent when I with the list. I had to like zoom in and make me feel really old. Like it was just too long, too
Oh
short.
no, it's real tiny. It's real tiny. I hated it too.
All right, thank you.
That said, like I can't see for shit, so who knows?
Though,
Wow.
they'll never figure out that I had a headache for like 75% of that segment.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone now.
That's why I did the
Good, 'cause
horn. Was
It
gone.
just did. Air horns in your ears. Fuck.
Hey, I thought about doing the football sound. But I was like, he might
it's
still
too
have a
early-
headache.
It's too early in the evening for that one.
All right. Q&A. We're here. We're doing it.
Yeah, short, sweet
I asked
episode this
questions
week.
today. So I don't know if anyone asked questions before that. So if they did,
I don't think so.
poor form on your part. Nick Yemen. I'm assuming you after the EMF friendly match, every right wing grift will get its own match. Can you tell me who should be in the Alex Jones Brain Pills match and what the match itself should look like? I do have questions. So what made the match EMF friendly?
They put
They-
like a gold thingy on the ring posts.
Yeah, so there's this grifter company that's selling these things that supposedly protect you from 5G radiation, so you don't turn into Chuck from Better Call Saul. And they just put 4 of those on thing, and they worked so well that Jey Uso concussed himself with a chair.
I'm gonna be honest. I did think you're gonna say Chuck from I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
No,
Thought was a
no,
very
that-
different direction.
There's an entirely different right-wing grift device sold to prevent what he had.
I gotta be honest. That's insane. What the fuck? I saw it on whatever social media, and I was just like, I don't want to learn more now of what this means.
If you're
Yeah,
having trouble learning, I have these brain pills that I think could help you.
So here's my
Source brain
question:
pills.
who in WWE do we think has the best headbutts? I'm guessing
See-
I'm guessing it's 2 Samoan guys, but I'm not sure. Like Jacob Fatu versus someone else, and it's just like a headbutt focus match because they keep going back to their corner and popping more brain pills.
See,
to, like,
I was
make
gonna
their heads
put
stronger.
Lanny Poffo, the genius, against Kane, the smartest wrestler,
Ooh.
in the match.
All right, so
I
what
feel
are
like
these
Kane
brain
would
pills?
have to be like the special like guest enforcer or something.
He's definitely already on these pills, and he became a mayor.
Wow. This is crazy. Is this
He's still on the
I-
EMF thing.
No, I'm in the InfraWars store.
Oh yeah,
They got a whole line of shit here labeled InfoWars Life. You got drops. You got pills. You got broth.
I just
Ooh,
realized
Broth.
it's
You can buy
the
in bulk.
match to do for an InfoWars thing is Ronda Rousey versus Lacey Evans.
Sure. Perfect. Perfect. Up to 60% off plus double Patriot points during the Spirit of 1776 super sale.
The Patriot points makes me think of when you would get like a GI Joe guy, and on the back there would be the flag points that you were supposed to like save so you could do mail-in offers.
They got InfoWars Life, InfoWars MD, InfoWars Platinum. I don't.
Well, what are
Emmerich's
you gonna?
Essentials.
I mean, are you gonna? What are you gonna put in your body? Something you can trust, or something that some fucking nerd doctor says is okay?
I'm just in awe because I'm also just like, what company are they working with to whitelist all of this shit? 'Cause they're not hiring people to develop this thing. That would be insane. This is like Aldi with their stuff. I'm impressed. Alex Jones. I don't know if I agree with his politics. Great business mind, though. Clearly understands the market and how to affect it. Anyway, I think the Alex Jones brain pill match. Don't know who's going to be fucking in it. I do think it should be just like Monsters Ball. But it just works like a normal match. And
They
you
should
just
do
say they stayed up all night, weren't allowed to sleep. They took the brain pills, and they're fine.
Has anyone ever done a spot where they poured a bunch of pills on the mat like they were thumbtacks and then done like a power bomb onto them?
No, like probably, but I can't think of any.
I mean, you asked that question when you are an expert in XPW, and if you are an XPW expert and you can't think of an example, it hasn't happened. Because if it was going to happen anywhere.
I also think in XPW, the danger of that would just be that if you threw all the pills on the floor,
Oh,
half of
yeah,
the
that's starting a
roster
riot.
it would be like, throwing chum into shark-infested waters.
All
I did
right.
watch. I did watch on an XPW note. Chris Kloss has been doing watch-alongs of old XPW videos, and I had the pleasure of watching the latest one featuring one of Dan's favorite wrestlers, Luke Hawx. So I'm just going to give a shout out to friend of the podcast, Chris Kloss, doing his XPW watch-alongs on the Wrestling Chatter channel.
All right. I'll do a revival of my WSX podcast to have him on. So there you go. Next question. Pork, if you were to write a Weird Al style parody song about a wrestler, which wrestler would you pick and which song would you parody?
What if you did Yeah by Usher, but it's just LA Knight doing his little yeah.
He's going
Yeah.
instead of the beep 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 beep, it's dummy dummy.
Yeah. All I got is that or Poppy Don't Preach. That's about Dominic Mysterio. I'm pretty e-brained at this point. Those are my favorite wrestlers.
Perfect. Next question. VPR. You are known for your lenient stance on crime. Suppose for a second that your house was ransacked by thugs. Your family tied up in the basement with socks in their mouth. Try to open the door. There's too much blood on the knob.
Is this question going anywhere?
No, I asked this question. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Do you honestly
I
not? Do you honestly not know what it is?
Yeah, I did not. I still don't.
It's
Oh, you
it's
still
it's
don't.
from The Simpsons.
Okay.
It's when they're doing the mayoral debates, and they ask this question to Mayor Quimby, and it's like a fake Rush Limbaugh guy, and he's getting more and more worked up. He's like, "You try to open the door, but there's too much blood on the knob." And Quimby asks, like, "Is this question going anywhere?" And the guy says, "My question is about the budget, sir."
I don't know why you didn't get that reference. It's only 30 years old.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
I did have two people reply, including Eamon reply. His questions about the budget.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
fucking
a life well lived is a life where you have seen the episode Sideshow Bob Roberts at least 30 times.
Okay, there we go. Fair enough. Now, if you made a Boy Meets World reference, I'd be all over it. Sorry, Simpsons just not in the old brain cells. Haven, what happens if you don't record tonight? Chris isn't on.
Well,
Thank
let's go
God.
back in time and find out.
Thank God we'll never find out.
Favorite non-wrestling podcast?
I don't listen to a ton of non-wrestling podcasts, but I will occasionally listen to Guys or Pod About List.
Yeah, my go-tos nowadays are the Flophouse, Pod About List, Episode 1. I think Episode 1's probably my favorite of the bunch. Lately, while I've been working, I've been catching up on the past year of Chapo FYM. It's good stuff. I like stuff that's just funny and riffing. I still miss the dearly departed Cumtown.
I'm embarrassed to admit the most listened to non-wrestling podcast is almost certainly the Bill Simmons podcast.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I mean, I feel like there is at this point. But I also still listen to Comedy Bang Bang and Not Another D podcast. And I have to know, Sam, are you checking out Pod Meets World?
I'm not.
Not even the episode with Maitland Ward.
No.
That's crazy. You gotta check that episode out. They get a little fight on there.
Watch along podcasts.
That's crazy because you've hosted multiple watch along podcasts.
Yeah, I don't like the podcasts I do. Dan, what are we talking about?
Fair. Yeah, never mind.
What are we talking about? We've been doing this for 6-7 episodes. Are you saying every single episode you're feeling great coming off these ones? You're like, fuck, we just dinger after dinger. 6-7.
6-7. Yeah. So now it's a good one.
So now we're topical.
Now I'm feeling good coming off of this one.
I listen to a lot of podcasts. Apparently, I gotta find a new podcast app because everyone's
fucking banner ads.
Fucking banner ads. Podcast addict. The enshittification of podcast apps is what I've been told. I don't fucking know. The big picture, I listen to a lot of film comment. I listen to a good amount of Remap Radio for gaming podcasts. Listen to every week for 2 to 3 hours. So that's probably it at the end of the day, if I'm gonna guess. Yeah. Anywho. Tim, I dare anyone to name one memorable Gail Kim match.
I pointed out that's not a question.
Dare accepted. I was there in the audience for the last knockout standing match between Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell when they did a diamond cutter off of the ramp. And from my point of view, it looked like they had just both died.
I don't. You're trying to big time me like I wasn't there for Girls Night Out 17, Gail Kim versus Lufisto.
How many people were in that show, Dan?
Like in the audience.
Yeah.
I mean,
Were there-
about as
wait,
many.
sorry.
I would say there
I
was
was gonna say.
probably 24 to 30 wrestlers and almost that many people in the crowd.
That's
I was going to say, I thought when
which
you were
is
saying
more.
Girls Night Out 17, I thought that you were giving the audience number.
Oh, not a single girl in the audience. I tell you that much. Guarantee it.
But Dan was not one of the creepy guys. He was just one of the normal guys there for the women's wrestling show.
That's
he
back
was-
when
he
they
was
used to
the-
put
he
it
was the
between
one
the real
following
wrestling
around
shows,
Bobby
I believe.
Jonathan Thorne was just done trying to get people to attend an actual women's wrestling show.
Well, I think once all that YouTube money from like the weird thumbnails slowed down for him and beyond, he's like, I'm fucking not booking women anymore. Let me confirm something real fast. Oh man, no, I'm a fucking creep. That show wasn't between
No, I didn't think so.
J-Let.
I thought they
That-
weren't doing that for most of the later ones.
Oh, I just went to. Oh yeah, because I started doing. Yeah, I just fucking. I took an Uber downtown probably because I remember being drunk at that show. So that's like extra money I'm spending to watch Gail Kim, Lufisto, Mia Yim, Baszler, Britt Baker versus Sonya Strong. Just all of the fucking matches you want.
All right, next one. What are your thoughts on every single placement in the PWI 500? So let's start pulling that up.
You said you wanted to start with 500, so I think
Let's
that's
start with 5.
maybe someone named Mr. Cereal. Does that
All right,
sound
I'm
right?
out. I'm out. If that's the answer, then I'm out.
I don't. That's in my
I don't
head right
fucking-
now.
Who the fuck is that?
They are all objectively correct.
Perfect.
I might have made that up. You never know. You might want to fact check it, but
I'm not gonna do that. Mr. Serial, congrats. You can put that on your book and emails.
oh wait, before we move on, don't move on from this question. I need like
Okay, Jesus.
15 seconds. This is very important. This is very important. I have some thoughts on the PWI 500 I'd like to read for you.
While Dan looks for his thing, I'm going to say that I'm very proud of Dr. Redacted for making it in.
I love the PWI 500. You might ask, but you're not listed the last few years. They confirmed I am the standard they rate everyone else to. So technically, I'm patient 0 and 1 is closest to me. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
What the fuck does that mean?
That's Mike Elgin, man. He says he's 1.
Alright.
Whoever's number 1's 1A. He also
Okay.
said, LOL, John Wayne Murdoch just threatened to shoot me after saying he could beat me up. LMAO. So he's got a lot going on today.
Awesome.
Big Mike.
Love
Big
getting a Big
Mike.
Mike update.
Oh, it's because of this is great. This is kind of full circle to everything we got going on VPR. It's over the Gail Kim tweeting.
I don't even know how the fuck we get from point A to B there. Dan.
Mike Elgin defended Gail Kim because John Wayne Murdoch's like, you don't know shit about wrestling, Gail Kim.
That movie's gonna be good, I think. Anyway. Next question. Bork. How would you turn all of this Gail Kim stuff into a work shoot angle?
I would have John Wayne Murdoch shoot Michael Elgin.
Yes.
I would have Gail Kim work a Mexican junkyard show in a match against Sadaka.
See, I would have her work like a Yaves match, but in the junkyard.
Oh, so she's proving that she's better than all of the
But
the
but in the
garbage
end she would get like tapped out by like Cyber Black or someone. Obviously.
Okay.
She's moved on to now hating on Rio, I think, and agreeing with Jim Cornette. So I think the move is Jim probably also thinks Rio and Rina Yamashita are the same person. So do Rina versus Gail in the junkyard. Problem solved.
I think she should fight Brett Lauderdale.
I feel like maybe she challenged him to a match at one point.
Yeah, so that's perfect. Like, this is easy. Also, just to be clear, I've watched enough Beyond Wrestling. It ain't that hard to turn something into a work shoot. It's simple stuff. I very much read this as like, how could you possibly pull this off? It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Anyway, in honor of the 10-year anniversary of WWE signing Asuka, what's your favorite episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Hard the top number 12.
I it's been so long since I watched it. I don't remember the individual episodes, so I'm just gonna pick a random number here. We're gonna do 145. 145. Sonny and Candido had a three-way with Jake Roberts for some of his crack. So whichever episode that happened in, I'm going back to the sleeves list.
Well, listen.
Okay.
The episode I picked is called, this is fucking good advice for Kim. She said, don't make others suffer for your personal hatred. This is beautiful. I love this one.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
The one where they show
I've
the
heard it's
teeth.
good.
I thought you were going to say tits, and I was like, calm down. So fucking tired of these
I
animals.
think that's like the first one.
Anyway, that's all the questions for this week.
Fuck,
You know,
I wanted
folks,
to go
I
another
think we had
hour.
a rousing episode here.
A humdinger, if there ever was one.
A humdinger if there ever fucking was one. So,
In the
thank y'all
show
for
notes, we will
listening.
have the entire list of yes and no's for the Hall of
I'm
Fame.
just gonna-
Check that out.
All right, I can do that. That's pretty easy. All right, thanks, y'all.